Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, July 19th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I practice feeling the ease of letting go. I'm holding in my hand the practice card. So, we are headed into a big astro weekend. We have Mars shifting signs this weekend on Saturday. We have Mars finishing up in Gemini, finishing up in Taurus, moving into Gemini. And then we have a really big, powerful full moon happening early on Sunday, as well as some other things, some other shenanigans popping up in here. I will mention it's Mercury and Uranus in a square. The next few days may be interesting for sleep because this is a lot of energy that's coming up and moving through. Now, today is kind of on the quieter side. We have the moon finishing up in Sagittarius, squaring Neptune, bringing some interesting dreams to us, maybe some interesting ahas and insight in sleep time, and then moving into the sign of Capricorn. That is, the moon is moving into Capricorn. And then the rest of the day is kind of like quiet, major transit wise. But these building things they've got some energy. So we do have Mars hanging out at the 29th degree of Taurus. The 29th degree of any sign pushes those lessons on us. It's a mastery energy. And so this is mastering Taurus action-wise. And I think this is really important because Taurus can give us and can provide focus. Specifically on that which is valuable to us, that which has worth. Because once Mars moves into, I'm laughing at the song in my head. Once Mars moves into Gemini, the world becomes the smorgasbord. What is that song? It's from Charlotte's Web, and it's like the mole or the vole or the badger or something, and he's like, the affair is a smorgasbord, whatever. That's the song that popped into my head. And that's Mars in Gemini. Like, it's like the world is a kid in a candy shop that's like, look at this, and here's this shiny thing, and oh my god, all the shiny things that I'm hearing coming in all at once. So, Mars and Taurus, 29 degrees, can help provide focus. Like, that shiny thing, while it's shiny and draws me, is not actually aligned with my values. That's important because Gemini energy can become overwhelming. So for today, to bring alignment with what has value for you and making moves in that kind of direction will be supportive. And I think that's great too with the moon in Capricorn, because Capricorn energy can be like, as I decide, so I'll do it kind of thing. And so here we have these strong earth energies that are very practical, helping move us as we move into less practical energy. We will have the moon, in its journey, squaring the nodes. And you may have to practice that value thing, especially in alignment with yourself. Like, okay, I value my peace. I value finding my balance and harmony. I'm going to spend time doing that before I try to fix everything else in the world. Always good to start here. So we've got that energy going on. I do want to mention the full moon, even though I will be doing a recording for the full moon for sure, and possibly one for Saturday with Mars moving into Gemini as well. So the full moon is happening at 3:17 a.m. Sunday morning, and the reason why it is powerful is because it's in very close connection to Pluto. Now, Pluto has just moved back to 0 degrees Aquarius, where it will then regress into Capricorn in September. But the last full moon that we had with Capricorn at the beginning of Cancer season was in close connection to, I think it again was like kind of in close connection to Pluto? I'm like, what was it in close connection to? 1 degree. Trying to think. Oh, it was in close connection with the Neptune energy as well. Whatever. It packed a punch. Do you remember? Like about, almost a month ago. It packed, I think it was exactly a month ago almost. It packed that punch. This one has this as well. The moon and Pluto are very close. The moon is also connected to Neptune at 29 degrees. Both Pluto and Neptune have deep karmic cords. And I do feel like part of the decision that we're making is deciding this is not in alignment with my values. I do not want to continue moving forward carrying this with me. And so that's why even if you're not quite ready to let go, but practice being at peace with letting go could be powerful. I do think though that this full moon is going to bring up issues around power and control and that push and pull feeling. And again, with that Neptune connection, there may be some deep karmic contracts that are being in this energy. The last thing I want to mention again is that Uranus-Mercury square, which is going to be happening Sunday, again, between the full moon, Mars moving into Gemini, which is going to be at 0. But still, I think that our attention energy is going to ramp up a little bit with that. So do be aware of that. And I guess I should mention on Sunday as well, Mars and Pluto are going to be meeting in a trine. Sunday's energy is a little bit bonkers. So let's look at these cards and then, I'll show up for you because I do. Top of the cards that we have is the exhaustion card. It's the 9 of Wands. And again, 9s can be like, hey, we're wrapping this energy up. So what do you need to release? What is exhausting you? What do you not want to move forward in your new beginnings? I have the Fool card. And so we're setting off some kind of new pathway. What wants to move forward with you and what wants to be released so the energy can go somewhere else. I think that's the thing about letting stuff go is like it's freeing the energy so it can do something else. And as you free its energy, you free your own energy. So keep that in mind with this energy. What are you wanting to bring to fruition? We have the Magician card, the Existence card in this deck. And we have the Ripeness card, which is literally fruition. So what are you wanting to bring into fruition? I do want to mention, again, this is a 9. Lots of 9s have been showing up. Completion energy. And my final card is the Playfulness card. And the universe is like, hey, I know some of these astro energies are a little bit much, but as much as you can, try to be playful with it. It's easier when we play with it than when we are resisting it. That's the trap I get into. I'm like, no, thank you. And it's a lot of energy. The playfulness helps. Be playful with it and see how the universe wants to show up and help you. So I'm going to leave this here for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are for. You are the solution. Namaste.